Hello out there and welcome to today's edition of your favorite show, The Diaspora. I am Koinsola Adetumbi and I'll be taking you through the program. First, let's look at the selfless gesture of one of our very own, Dr. Patrick Owubave. He led a team of medical professionals of the areas related to cardiology. They offered to forfeit their annual leave just to put smiles on people's faces. This happened at National Hospital, Abuja. Take a look.
I'm the CEO of Sperm Coil Philly Foundation. It just simply means hope for children. We are trying to help build a cardiac and cardiothoracic service in Nigeria, which is still at the infancy stage. National Hospital has been extremely supportive. We are absolutely delighted that we have Honorable Abike Dabiru here sitting with the team that we've brought in to carry out open heart surgery for children at the National Hospital. We've done 29 total in the last 2 years. It's still ongoing. I mean, without these guys, we won't be able to do this. These guys have given up their annual leaves. We do not pay them. They are all volunteers. They've given up their time, energy to come and help build this service for Nigeria. At the far end is Dr. Ragu. Dr. Ragu is an intensivist. That's an intensive care doctor with over 15 years experience. Dr. Rango is based at the Congenital Heart Disease Center in Leicester called the Glenfield Hospital. Dr. Zina Makija. Dr. Zina trained in the UK and did her fellowship at the Mayo Clinic in the US. She is based in India, in one of the best centers in India for heart surgery. She has been to Kabul to donate her service to Kabul. I don't think any of us here will go to Kabul. I won't, but she's so brave and I admire her a lot. Next to her is Dr. Nadia. Dr. Nadia is a pediatric cardiologist. She's based at the Glenfield Hospital in Leicester in the United Kingdom. She's a very experienced pediatric cardiologist with, again, over 15 years experience, because we bring top specialists to Nigeria to train and build capacity for our system here. And last but not the least is Dr. Singha. She's a pediatric anesthetist. She also works at the Glenfield Hospital in Leicester in the United Kingdom. And I am Patrick Owubave. I'm a family physician based in the UK.
I think the message is that collaboration works, collaboration helps. It's about you coming together to change the lives of children. And I know that the Nigerian government will do all they can to support, just as the National Hospital is already supporting by subsidizing. So we hope that when people see what you're doing, there'll be more collaborations, there'll be more will to give back, there'll be more selflessness. And we appeal to our medical practitioners in the diaspora. They'll be coming on medical missions where we can make them more structured and more impactful. And like you think, training is very critical. Training of our local staff and all that. So again, we thank you for being here.
What I see here is a collaboration of probably 4 different charities coming together to make this happen. We've come here as part of Healing Little Hearts. Patrick's supporting quite a lot of things. We've seen couple of other charities who are helping the patients fund the other work. So many people are trying to do something.
We have a huge burden of heart disease in children in Africa. We have what we call congenital heart disease, which is what we call hole in the heart. On top of that, we have an extra burden of what we call acquired heart disease, where you have rheumatic heart fever, where a child would have a simple infection called tonsillitis, which is caused by a bacterial. If it's not properly treated with the cheapest antibiotics in the world called penicillin, it can actually go to the heart and destroy the heart valve. And if these children are not picked up on time, they will develop what we call heart failure. We've been coming to the National Hospital in the last 2 years. As of today, we have completed 31 open heart surgeries at the National Hospital, and it's ongoing. We also because actually the emphasis is not on operation, it's actually on training and capacity building. On this particular camp, we didn't come with a scrub nurse. We used to come with a scrub nurse. The National Hospital nurses are now trained enough to be able to assist the surgeon in the operations. Because when we normally come, we come with a full team of pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon and a congenital disease specialist, an interventional cardiologist, a pediatric anesthetist, 2 intensive care doctors, and 4 nurses, so that they take on calls with the local team, so that we share knowledge and we share what we do in the UK and around the world in specialized centers, so that we can all grow and learn from it. There's opportunity for training. We have, in collaboration with the National Hospital, sponsored one of the cardiologists here to one of the best centers in India to be trained in pediatric cardiology, a year fellowship. So these training programs are ongoing. Nigeria is a huge country. We can afford to have centers, one in each geopolitical zone, that can become referral centers for children to be treated, just to start with.
The local personnel, as well as the consumables that are required, the patients pay a nominal fee of about between 500,000 to 2.5 million. That's all. That's not enough to pay for the surgeries, but we have to do that because we want the patients to afford the service locally. As you know, it would be more expensive if they had to do it outside Nigeria or in some other centers. We've had very good success rate with the 29 surgeries he's talked about. In total, in the past 5 years, we've done about 49 surgeries in this hospital. We currently do 2 missions in a year. This is the second one, and we hope to do 10 to 12 in this mission. Their dedication is unparalleled. They were able to start the first surgery at 6 a.m. The first case was done at 6, so you can imagine how early they got to theater to prepare for that. Their target is to do 3 surgeries per day until they leave by the weekend. It doesn't just start and end with the surgeries in theater. The care of the patients, the pharmacists that are standing online to provide the drugs are all local staff. And for the first time, I'd like to tell you that we've been able to transfer the skills to our peri-op nurses who are all local this time. So it has reduced the costs for them because they don't have to fly in peri-op nurses for cardiac surgery because they've been able to transfer the skills. So this is one of the successes of this collaboration. And we look forward to having further collaborations like this so we can increase the number of missions we do annually, and this will reduce the waiting time for parents and patients for these surgeries in our hospital. We had 45 patients on the list. So you can imagine if we would just be able to take 12 now, the next set of patients would have to wait until the next mission next year, which could be sometime between March to April, depending on their schedules. So this is just an opportunity for you to know what we're doing and what we continue to do. And we would like whatever help and support we can get to make it possible for us to do more.
Wow, that was so thoughtful. We love you all. It was an emotional day of joy for a widow with 4 children. She was among the victims of the xenophobic attack who returned to Nigeria empty-handed. However, heaven smiled at her through the compassionate efforts of the chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, and MultiChoice. She was empowered with 1 million naira to help start up an enterprise for herself and her children. Watch this.
I thank every one of you. Well, there is no place like home. I'm happy to be back home in Nigeria. In South Africa, we are not safe. There are a lot of things we cannot even explain. It's like we are living in a wilderness. But we thank God we are back home. And I thank Mr. President, the owner of Airpeace, and Honorable Abike Dabiri for saving our life back home.
So how has it been with you and your 4 children?
Well, we are better here than when we are there.
the economy there is bad. They won't allow us to treating us that we are foreigners. There is no opportunity. But now we are home, we are better. And we will prefer being in Nigeria back home. There is no place like home.
On arrival, as a widow with 4 children, some Nigerians have been offering to help. So on behalf of MultiChoice Nigeria, we present to you a check of 1 million naira for you to be able to start your business, able to send your children to school, and we wish you all the very best. And then there's also scholarship for one of your children. So take any of the 4 children will be on scholarship. That's on behalf of the Nigerian Diaspora Commission. So all the best, and my pleasure to make this presentation. Because our case is very critical, a widow with 4 children. So apart from helping to set her up with the business, courtesy of funds we receive from MultiChoice, we're still reaching out to all the women and children that came back from South Africa. So we're going to contact them and see what we can also help out with. And then, generally speaking, for all returnees, we're working on a program with SMEDAN and NDE, where at the end of it all, they will be trained in a particular skill, and then they'll have some funds between 1 to 10 million naira if they qualify to be able to start their business. So like I said, we're not forgetting about them. President Buhari has instructed that we must ensure we follow up with them and ensure that we do all we can for them. The Nigerian government should do all they can for them. So ours is just the first one. There'll be others. Every woman with their children, because they are special, they are women with children, we're going to call them next, and then the whole set of returnees that are interested in SMEDAN and ND programs will also be reaching out to them.
I wish her the very best. And to all other returnees, the Commission will be reaching you in batches. The next batch will be for the women and children. The federal government hasn't forgotten you and will ensure your full reintegration. Let's go on a quick break.
Ha! Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down.
Do you have a job where you're going to? No, but someone is arranging,
Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
As I said before the quick break, the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission is working tirelessly to ensure that all the returnees are fine and empowered. The chairman, NIDCOM, had a meeting with the director of the Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDAN, in Abuja, to discuss areas of collaboration and partnership between the agencies, especially in areas of capacity building for the victims of the xenophobic attack in South Africa who returned home recently. Here's how the meeting went.
The issue of the Nigerians who just returned from South Africa as a result of xenophobic attacks. Fine, we received them, we made them welcome, we got some support from back of industry, at least to keep them going, but we feel that they really need some training and support from SMEDAN. A lot of them, in fact, virtually none of them, they are not criminals. The only problem was that they were black and Nigerian. So because they came back with nothing, we want to continue to support them. And we've told Nigerians that don't think we'll receive them, we've forgotten about them. No, we have their names, we have their data, we're capturing them, liaising with them. I want to appeal to SMEDAN that we want to collaborate with you for programs they can do to be able to reintegrate into the society. And I don't think there's a better organization than yours. I know that every organization has issues with funding, but we're hoping that whatever you can, incorporate them into some of the skills acquisition, the programs you're doing, I'm sure it will be well appreciated. We received a total of 485 airlifted back to Nigeria, and quite a number of them were women and minors. And then secondly, for Nigerians in the diaspora, generally speaking, A lot of them also want to, partner with you, know what they can do, and they are willing to come back and do it. They are not asking for anything. They're asking for the platform to be able to give back to the society, to work with organizations like SMEDEN through the Diaspora Commission, so that we all can join hands in building a country of our dreams.
We facilitate access to finance through the development banks of Nigeria, and we are happy that the CBN has a window now that people, when they have their training with SMEDEN, they can access funding from 1 million to up to 10 million naira. And I think this is one of the windows that if we put our heads together, we can work with the CBN governor, that those people, they should be given special attention, those people in diaspora, to really key into this program, and they should be given priority. And I think you need to also discuss with the CBN governor so that SMEDEN can train the entire 465 people that return from South Africa, and a special attention should be given to them by the CBN so that they can access this funding and they can start a new life. As for us, I want to assure you that SMEDEN is ready and willing to work with you at any time. And I think the first thing that we should do, since your legal woman is here, so that we can draft an MOU and we sign the MOU. I believe when the MOU is ready, we'll come down to your place and we sign the MOU. And after signing the MOU, we can start this process, because this is something that we have people ready that can be able to provide all this training to these women and children. And I believe we can equally look at some of our programs that we have in the agency. I'm challenging the departments now to look at their programs and see where these people can fit into the programs. At least we don't have to take all of them because we have not planned for them, but if we can pick some part of them to enjoy some of these things that we are doing in SMEDEN as per 2019 budget, let's try and come up with that. And we have started this assignment because I could remember we were in Silicon Valley in USA, and we met with Nigerian business community, and we were able to give them a lecture on how to come back to Nigeria and invest and see how they can create jobs and create wealth for the people in this country. And I will continue to do that. At every forum that you are going, if you feel that there is need for us to go and provide any kind of information the people there need, we may be ready to go.
We take another short break. The diaspora continues shortly.
Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down. Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging,
Listen, Aliko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. You know, I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
Welcome back from that short break. You know, it's such a joy to see my brothers and sisters in the diaspora making waves. Here are just a few.
Our diaspora delight this week is Masai Ujiri, the Nigerian who led Toronto Raptors to a historic NBA victory. Masai Ujiri, Raptors president of basketball operations, changed the face of the team when he brought the San Antonio Spurs' Kawhi Leonard, an NBA champion and a three-time NBA All-Star, to Toronto last summer. Ujiri was born in England on the 7th of July 1970 to a Nigerian father and a Kenyan mother. He was raised in Zaria, Kaduna State, until he moved to the United States to attend high school with an ambition of playing college basketball. He also promotes basketball development across Africa as director of the NBA's Basketball Without Borders program. Proudly Nigerian.
Nigerians are making waves around the globe. And here is a segment I love so much. Kudos to the Nigerian government and the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, and also not forgetting our citizens with a heart of gold. Take a look at the patriotic display by the Osun State First Lady, Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola. Through her foundation, she reached out to Mr. Ojo and his 6-year-old daughter who were stranded in Trinidad and Tobago. Take a look.
A Nigerian in Trinidad and Tobago by name Mr. Ojo. I'm going to interview him now. He's a homeless and he wants to go back to Nigeria. So we want it to go viral so that he will have a help to go and see his family and also go to Nigeria and take good care of himself. What is your name?
My name is
Speak louder.
Benjamin Sesson Ojo. I'm from Ilesha, Osun State.
Can you speak Yoruba?
Yeah, orúkọ mi Sesson Benjamin Sesson Ojo ní orúkọ mi, ọmọ Ilesha ní láti Osun State.
So what are you doing in Trinidad and Tobago now?
Well, I've been in Trinidad for 12 years, but recently, 3 years ago, I started to sick, and one part of my body is getting, the vein on the part of the body getting smaller more than the other side.
All you want now is help to go back home to Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, so dear Nigerians, this is one of our brothers in Trinidad and Tobago. He need help from Trinidad and Tobago and also need help in Nigeria in general, and he need help from the embassy. We want this video to go viral so that it will help. It will help in to facilitate his traveling to Nigeria. The ticket from Trinidad and Tobago to Nigeria is about 3,000 US, which he don't have. So we need help. Him himself need help so that we too, that we see him with support for him to go and want it to go viral. So do you have anything to tell the Nigerian and the Yorubas? Just speak in Nigerian and also in Yoruba.
Well, the only thing I would like to say is that I need the help of the Nigerians, brothers and sisters, to assist me here.
All over the world, right?
I'm not working, and I'm a burden to almost everybody. I need help to survive, to eat, till when I go back to Nigeria.
Can you speak a little Yoruba for your brothers?
Yeah, ẹbí mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi lóbìnrin àti lókùnrin, mo bẹ̀ yín ni mo fẹ́ padà sílé ṣá lọ́dọ̀ àwọn ẹbí mi kí lè rí ìtọ́jú. Mo ní ìdìrànlọ́wọ́ láti ra tíkẹ̀, mo ti wá lu ìtìpẹ́ lóòótọ́, but níìsì tí mo sickness yẹn ju agbára mi lọ, but mo ní ìdìrànlọ́wọ́ láti padà sílé.
Okay, cool. Now I get you now, right? Let them see your body and see that you are really sick. You understand? That you are not feeling good. Yeah, you understand? So well, Nigerians, please, let's help.
It's worse more than that.
Yeah, let's help him and let him go home, please.
Wow, so touching. We can always offer a helping hand. Thanks for being a part of the show. And remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at nidcom_gov, on Instagram at nidcom_gov, and on our website at nidcom_gov.ng. I am Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next week.